Alright. Time to check on the Twitter. Let's see. Twitter, nothing new. Nothing new there. Got nothing on Facebook. I'll save this for the next should you complete this. Oh my god, guys! There's a new DuckTales trailer! It's back! It's here! It's here!
It's here? Oh my god! Play!
Okay! DuckTales is back! Hello everybody, I'm Zenith Warrior Princess, and welcome to Diving into DuckTales, a special episode where we're talking about, oh my god, DuckTales.
The trailer came out!
You guys are nerds.
Now this is still season 2, which is kind of weird because they keep kind of splitting it up into 2 parts. But we saw the finale, like the second half of the season 2 trailer, and oh my god, I'm like,
I got the vapors.
it's good, and there is so much to discuss. So we're here to talk about our top 10 things that we are excited about for this new part of season 2. It's gonna be awesome, so let us begin with number 10.
And just for clarification, we're covering both the trailer as well as the poster that was put out as well, because there's a lot in there that wasn't shown in the trailer, and boy do we want to talk about it. We'll start with, like I said, number 10, like the thing we're least excited about but still interested in, the time travel aspect. Now, obviously, we know this is a thing because of Gyro and his mystical hot tub time machine.
Welcome to the hot tub time machine, Gyro edition.
And apparently, from what we saw, I think his time teaser, gets stolen, or one of his time travel machines?
Yes, I believe it's the time teaser gets stolen because it shows like a bunch of like fluttering stuff, and then he's like, oh my god, it's been stolen. And, I mean, granted, the first time it was stolen, we got Glom Gold, just like someone who's incompetent. But what if it was stolen by somebody who was competent?
Ooh, that would be horrible for everybody. But the thing I think that the time teaser plays the biggest role into is the reintroduction of Bubba. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, in the last season of the original DuckTales, they introduced a cave duck by the name of Bubba. You know, he spoke in stereotypical caveman language.
Bubba.
And he, like, saves them because they get into an accident where they go through various points of the past, including like, you know, the Stone Age. And for whatever reason, they decided to take him to the present and keep him and educate him. And it, you know, it makes no sense, and it wasn't entertaining, and it was awful.
And we did get to see a snippet of him when they said historical accuracy, and he was playing a guitar.
And on top of that, we kind of get the indication that, you know, Bubba, because they show hints of him throughout the show already, his skeleton, I should say, the skeleton of the Triceratops that he rides. We see him in Scrooge's garage, so now suddenly we're seeing him as a little kid.
And we also saw the bones in Dewey Tonight.
Yeah, so I guess they're bringing back the show, even if it's like a temporary thing. I hope it's a temporary thing.
Or at least, like, they give him a proper reboot treatment and, like, make him an actual likable character with a little more depth.
I know nothing of this character, but I will say if it's a temporary or something to do with time thing, then it'll be fine for the episode since it's time travel.
On top of that, we saw a few other snippets, like apparently Blackbeard comes to like the mansion. I guess he managed to travel through time too, so basically the possibilities are endless.
I should have been more specific.
I know, we can see characters come from the past, we can see them come from the future, we can see the DuckTales characters go to the past or the future, as we already saw with Gyro in the Old West, so, you know, the possibilities are limitless. So that at least is exciting.
Anything is plausible. or I should say anything is possible in this, and it's very interesting. I'm intrigued.
Number 9. And for number 9, we go back to ancient Egypt. Dun 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 dun.
Egypt is the most evil force that we know, and it's proven time and time again. Don't trust it.
Seriously, those pharaohs and their Egyptian god cards and sending people to the shadow realm.
Whoa, I think we're on a completely different...
Oh, yeah.
You've activated my trap card.
So one of the snippets we saw in the trailer was that we see that they go back to Egypt because we see Jin from, you know, the episode with the magic lamp, and we see the pyramid folk from
Mummies of Tothra.
From Mummies of Tothra. So they team up. So I'm wondering, you know, if that means the group is going to go back to Egypt or if that group's going to go to Duckburg. So that'll be interesting because I like Jin, and, you know, pyramid folks are okay. I thought they were a bit weird for...
They'll probably team up and get burritos.
Yes. Fight for the burritos!
I think it'll be...
burritos!
I think it'll be very interesting because I really like Jin, and if Jin is leading the people of Tothra, that could lead to adventure.
Plus, if they're gonna be part of the team up, the big team up they're building for, so that we're gonna have Jin and the pyramid people on Scrooge's side for like the big battle. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Number 8.
We have entered a dimension not of sight or sound, but of DuckTales, because DuckTales we get to go into other dimensions. Ooh. In the multiverse of madness. We're getting Doctor Strange up in this DuckTales.
Yeah, this one, again, from the trailer, we see them going into this whole other dimension, like this weird warp, like out of like, you know, the Yellow Submarine dimension, kind of. Yeah, because we see, Launchpad as a giant whale, we see Louie as a cat, we see Huey go Super Saiyan. I believe that's from that episode.
Webby turns into Scrooge.
Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Pet me, meow.
I'm thinking possibly this might be a Magicka episode. Like perhaps she threw Lena into another dimension, and now the others are trying to rescue her.
I just want to see them as a cat. It's so cute.
It's like, pat my head. Pat.
I can't wait for that episode. It looks so good.
I know, it's like, it's just so random, but I'm so intrigued.
Maybe we'll see the Kelpies again.
Oh god.
Maybe we'll see portals.
And of course we're going to have their new friend Violet there too, so that'll be interesting, especially given how logical-minded she is. See how she contrasts with the weirdness of that dimension.
Oh, we can explain it. It's just, you know, blank, blank, science, magic, technology.
Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
Number 7. So Goofy and Daisy are back, and granted, this has been hinted at throughout the show. We saw, you know, Goof Troop parallels in certain episodes. Blink if you miss it.
Powerline is canon.
Yes.
Atua. You just gotta stand out above the ground.
Even if I gotta shout out loud.
Somebody's the only Zen you see.
You're too fat to stand out. But the point is, officially, according to the poster that we saw, Goofy and Daisy are going to make an appearance in this. And I figured we'd see Goofy, because again, they alluded to Spoonerville at times, and alluded to the whole, you know, Goof Troop universe. But now they're going to even add Daisy in there. So I'm guessing we'll get Tress McNally back, right?
Could be. I think she's the official voice.
Yeah, she voices Daisy now. So I'm wondering how that's gonna be. Is she gonna be like an old girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend? I'm not sure, but again, this will be interesting. Well, at least we know for certain that Donald's coming back safe and sound if he's going to meet up with Daisy.
Well, as safe as Donald can come back.
Yeah.
I'm just more excited for Goof Troop because we always stick together, but we didn't see anything of Max.
That's what I'm wondering too, because I believe we are going to see Max, because I would like to see that, and I want to see what age he is in this continuity. Because, like, is he older than the boys? He's the same age as the boys? Like,
is this after college? Is this after an extremely goofy movie?
It's possible. I mean, I would personally like that. Like I said, I always had a headcanon that, you know, Max used to be, like, the boys' old babysitter, and, you know, he taught him how to get in and out of trouble.
I know he would show up on, like, the House of Mouse as, like, a valet.
Mm-hmm.
And it would make sense continuity-wise because Della came from the 90s. She knew Powerline when it was a thing. So...
but then that further brings up questions. Are we going to see the rest of the characters from Goof Troop? You know, like Pete and his family. We have yet to see Pete in this. And I'm really interested to see if they bring him back.
I mean, Jim Cummings has played Darkwing Duck. Why can't he come back as Pete?
True.
Yeah.
We could have a Kingdom Hearts style thing where Pete is the villain.
No! No! I refuse.
Alright, we'll just toss in a gummy ship then.
Oh, fuck you.
Pete is going to summon the Heartless. It's going to be great.
Oh my god. Don't you start.
Confirmed for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my god. Well, regardless, I look forward to seeing these two. And again, we should reiterate this, Mickey Mouse is not going to appear in this. The creators have outright said that Mickey Mouse, under no circumstance, will appear in this show. Which, quite frankly, I'm glad about. Because Donald, all the shit he's been through all these years, he deserves to have, you know, his time in the spotlight. Number 6. The Motonites return.
With their quad lasers of doom.
We're from the moon.
Whalers on the moon, we carry a harpoon, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and sing a silly tune.
And I have to say, you were right, because they couldn't understand Donald, and so he made him say, "Oh, destroy death to the moon." So clearly someone's watching our show.
I figured they were going to go that way anyway, come on. You really think anybody outside of, like, the Duck family understands Donald?
I am the storm.
Maybe like 20%.
But yeah, like I said, we know that's, aside from the big team up, that's going to be the big baddies of this season. Because, you know, they have Donald, they have the plans to making the spear. We saw in the trailer they made a fleet of Spear of Selene. So it's only a matter of time of, you know, when they attack. And I'm wondering where this is going to take place. Is it going to take place on the moon, on Earth, in between? I mean, we saw, like, they were flying in space, so...
I feel like they might have a little bit of both. Like, we might go, you know, back and forth.
So we have...
Because I think if I remember correctly, I think, like, Webby and somebody else were, like, walking in a cave that looked very similar to one on the moon.
So we will have ducks in space. We'll have the majestic space duck.
Quack!
And then we get to see how Penumbra changes sides, because...
She's going to change sides. They're building that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, you know, how they're going to defeat them and how that's going to work. I'm personally not all that interested in the Motonites, but the battle looks cool.
I'm wondering, too, if they'll finally bring it to Selene's attention that there's a whole society living on her moon that's trying to destroy Earth, and if maybe she'll intervene, finally.
And what about the Moononite Zenith?
Dun dun dun.
She will be an unfortunate casualty.
No. It's okay. I fought the Moononites before. I've beaten them.
But now your character is a Moononite. So you defeat yourself?
I have to fight myself. It's like fighting the dark side of your heart. It's, again, Kingdom Hearts.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is very violent. So yeah, personally, I'm not as interested as they are, but the battle looks pretty cool.
Number 5, Return
The Return of Darkwing Duck!
Darkwing Duck!
But not just the Return of Darkwing Duck, the Return of Gosling.
Woo!
Like, I had hoped that they would bring her back, and they are. Like, according to the poster, she is going to be a part of DuckTales, and I'm so excited.
I must reiterate from our Darkwing Duck coverage of that episode that was one of my favorite episodes of the season. I really loved what they did, how they treated Negaduck and Darkwing Duck, and just the fact that Darkwing Duck is back in that continuity. We have Launchpad working with him and Gosling, and it makes sense because they did in the old TV show, but now it's like, it's good. I'm so excited.
And not only that, Darkwing Duck's gonna actually team up with Scrooge to fight against the baddies. It's amazing.
And there was a scene with Darkwing and Gizmo Duck.
And he doesn't like Gizmo Duck.
As per tradition.
You're stealing all my glory with your technology. What's your superpower? I'm rich.
He's not even rich. He's like not a work actor. But I do like they kept up that continuity. Like I do hope we'll have at least one episode dedicated to seeing, how Drake Mallard, sort of adapts to being a full-time superhero. That would be really cool. And I'm really interested to see how they do Gosling, because as a lot of people know, her voice actress, what was it, Christine Cavanaugh?
Yeah.
She unfortunately passed away some time ago. So this is going to be a brand new voice actress. And they seem to make her a different ethnicity, the same way they did with
Fenton.
With Fenton. So, which makes sense. I mean, she's adopted. So, but I mean, I hope they at least keep the essence of Gosling. Make her a fun character, make her adventurous, getting into trouble and stuff. So, but I'm sure they will, because she was an amazing character then. I'm sure she'll be amazing now.
And just from the trailer alone, seeing Darkwing in action, I am the terror that and gets hit in the face with a newspaper. Can you please slow down? There's some really great setup here. I'm glad that they're continuing this on. Darkwing Duck is one of my favorite TV shows of all time, so woo! Number 4, the Disney afternoon characters. So, there's a lot to unpack here. We have apparently some people from Rescue Rangers, we have people from Tailspin, there's people
we've already got Don Cornage, we've got
yeah, we have
Kate Suzette as a location.
But now we're finally officially bringing in Baloo.
Baloo is back, and then
the Kit and the little sister, and I believe the mother as well. The name escaped me right now, but the point is they're going to be in this. And actually the kids are going to be grown up.
Yeah.
That's just like I thought they would, they're at the age where now they can fly the plane. I'm like, yay!
So we have all these different Disney afternoon things, and I think they said something about the return of the gummy bears or something like that.
Well, I don't know about the gummy bears. I know we already saw the whole that whole episode with Agent
22.
Agent 22. We saw that they did exist. At some point they made that whole recipe for the gummy formula. We saw that Webby still has the formula.
The gummy bear juice.
Yeah. So I don't know if the gummy bears are gonna officially make a return. I mean, they are magic, so I think technically they're immortal. Who knows? But but the point is, the ones we got confirmation for a fact is that we have Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So we have Chip, Dale, Monterey Jack, Gadget, there's a little fly guy. I kind of forgot his name. We also got, as you said, obviously Groove Troop is coming back, and oh my god, I feel like there's more that we're probably going to be surprised by. And
DuckTales has officially become Disney Afternoon, the television show. And this is a brilliant idea simply because you don't have to have different television shows fighting for the same airtime. It's everything we wanted in one show.
This is the new MCU.
And at the same time, they could always, spin some of these off into their own shows if they wanted to.
Spin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tailspin.
Oh, yeah.
Tailspin. But yeah, this is just a great decision. I'm really glad because I've been saying since season 1, Darkwing Duck, please give it to me. Give it, and then the rest of them. What if they bring Bonkers back?
Oh my god.
They could bring Bonkers.
I don't think they'll do that because the problem with Bonkers is that it's like sort of a Roger Rabbit situation where you have toons existing with humans. That means they have to acknowledge that humans exist in this universe, which is established that it isn't. So I don't think that's going to happen. Even if it was, they would have, again, this would have to be like a whole dimensional hopping thing for that to happen.
Well, they do have dimensional hopping.
I guess. Assuming that is that an actual thing.
I mean, we saw the My Little Pony universe. So, why not have a universe of cats, film noir, and then, the film noir universe could be the Bonkers universe.
I suppose it's possible. At least, give some dignity to that show.
Because I really like Bonkers, but,
I liked it as a kid, but now when you look at it, it's like, ugh.
Well, it was bonkers.
Get out!
The point is, Disney Afternoon, that means new places, new characters. There's just so much potential. I'm so excited. Number 3. The return of Magicka at long last.
She's back. She's back. They showed her in all her glory.
Finally. I was wondering what the hell happened to her.
And she looks still badass. I love her redesign. I really do.
It's strange. Like, she looks the same she did, but she changed color at the end. I'm a little confused by that. Maybe she got her magic back or something?
Yes.
Unless, there's something that we can discuss in a little bit that might explain it.
True.
But I don't want to jump the gun because I'm excited about that too. But Magicka's back, and she's going to get ready to kick some ass. And she does something to Lena that gives her like a Frankenstein type thing in her hair. And it's weird.
Her eyes look weird.
I'm assuming she possesses her again just to a more extreme way. Because before she was just a shadow, but now it's like...
Now she's corporeal.
Yeah.
Now you've entered the shadow realm. It's time to duel.
And on top of that, Selena's technically, I think, not even a shadow anymore. She, after that whole... she's now, I think, her own person. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see what they do.
We need confirmation on this because it's a little bit confusing.
And then, of course, she's going to be in the big team-up. And I'm wondering if she's going to be one to initiate that or possibly Glomgold since we see him going around to other people. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And I know she's probably going to be, aside from the Motonites, the big baddie of this season. So it'll be interesting to see what she does this time. Because, she's been gone for, how many episodes now?
It's been basically, the entire season at this point. The only thing is, they mention her briefly in Ballad of Duke Baloney and in 87 Cent Solution. Funny enough, only episodes that involve Glomgold.
and they did have her shadows.
In the episode where Lena comes back.
Yeah.
But other than that, we have no idea what she's been up to this whole time. So she's working on something big.
Is big.
Number 2, villain team up.
Oh
my god. This is the thing that I'm really, really excited for the most because Glomgold starts going around. He says that he doesn't want henchmen, he wants a family. So he goes to the Beagles and gets the Beagles together, and he gets all the villains together. He gets Magicka.
We have Magicka, we have Glomgold, the Beagles, we have Mark Beaks, we have Don Carnage.
And they tell him he can't sing. Could I at least kill Dewey Duck?
Yeah, sure.
I wonder if they're gonna have Doofus in there too. I know we saw clips of Doofus. We see that he's gonna meet up with Goldie and Huey and some mini version of Mark Beaks, I think, because that's another character we've yet to be introduced to.
Speaking of, and while we're on that subject, Goldie's coming back. So I'm really interested to see, her and Louie teaming up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then, we have the villain team up, and then we have the hero team up.
I wonder, with Goldie, if she's going to be, the Catwoman of this whole entourage of villains. She's going to be I guess I can, betray Scrooge once in a while, but then I'll just swoop in and rescue him. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm interested to see that. I'm not looking forward to Doofus so much, but... everything else, the villain team of, you said you wanted it last season, I remember. You thought that's what Magicka was going to do, but now she's actually doing it.
And I like that they waited for a second season because now they've built these villains into the show. You've had individual episodes where each of them work, and sometimes maybe a small team up where a couple of them are in one episode. But now now we can have them saying, oh, we should team up, and it's a logical end point for this. And I think it works really well. I'm so excited.
And it's not even a finale, too, because they confirmed it season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting to see where they go from there.
To the moon? No, wait, they've been there.
To infinity and beyond! Oh, wait, that's a different...
There's some really interesting stuff, but coming up on number 1...
Glomgold! 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 3000!
First of all, I think Glomgold needs to sing the theme song for the entire show. His villain theme song takeover was amazing.
That was so funny.
Yes.
I loved it.
Glomgold, 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 Glomtails.
I was especially surprised given we had just had the takeover with Launchpad. And it's
I suppose they did 2 of
so
those.
they're going to do the same song, but with Glomgold now.
I don't think that's a superior version.
Oh my god.
Nothing against Launchpad's version. I like it. It's funny, but this one was just way better.
I love how they keep changing the animation.
CGI is really fancy.
DuckTales.
We ran out of budget for this.
We're episode of the McDuck Enterprises. We're gonna hit you with 20 copyright strikes. Curse you, you Christ!
Curse you, gentle breeze.
Oh my god, I love that, and I'm looking forward to see everything that Glomgold does in this upcoming season, because he had so many great moments last season.
Honestly, Glomgold is probably the best part of DuckTales for me.
Yeah.
Simply because, he steals the show, but they don't overutilize him. And I've never found an episode that he's been in that I haven't liked.
And it's just when you think he's, completely one note, they just throw something at you and it completely broadsides you.
The Ballad of Duke Baloney.
Or him using the time teaser in an actual clever way.
Wait, Glomgold was competent and he danced on the graves?
All right, win, no matter what.
Got money.
Put my hands up, and they stay there, and they stay there.
That will never not be funny to me.
Especially because he didn't know that Scrooge wasn't dead. He thought Scrooge was dead. So he was literally dancing on his grave.
And then, on top of that, we have the whole what's going to happen with his company and the whole bet between him and Scrooge. Because, who's going to win at the end? Is Allison actually going to, overthrow Glomgold and take his company? I'm really interested to see what happens with that.
I wonder if he's going to lose the company and that's why he teams up with the villains.
It's possible. That would make sense. I'm wondering if maybe he does win through cheating, but then Allison actually sides with Scrooge. She overthrows Glomgold and then gives back the company. I mean, that would be a little less interesting than her turning out to be, having her own evil agenda, but it would kind of make sense. Considering they're making her out to be this really good person. So we'll see.
Or at least she just wants to run a company and not have to be,
I think she's evil.
He's no evil schemes today.
In a world where evil is spelled E-V-I-L.
Every villain is lemon. I mean, either or, I'm looking forward to everything with Glomgold. He's totally my favorite character, and I love all the episodes he's in. But overall, I'm just hyped in general. This trailer blew me away.
It really did. I was not surprised.
I've seen so many things come out from Comic-Con, but this was yes, yes, yes.
I was very surprised by how good this trailer was, and just Glomgold has the best schemes. I'm just wondering how he can top himself, but every time he somehow does.
He's the best bumbling villain ever.
Him and Monarch are neck and neck at this point. It's hard to say who I like more.
What was I supposed to do? Make me not do that?
So yeah, DuckTales.
Woohoo.
Coming out in September. That's 2 months away. Not even. It feels so long, but at the same time,
it'll creep up on us.
It's gonna creep up, but then again, the good news is that right now I'm on medical leave, so I have a little bit more time. I'm having surgery in August, So I should be like, on medical leave for a little bit with that surgery. So I should be able to drive down to see these guys and maybe do a reaction. I do know that I'm going to see Nash and Grady because he's a floof. And then, they're right nearby, so...
Yeah, so definitely we will have reaction videos for you when this premieres. We'll try to do them as they air. Again, we have lives, but we'll get to it as soon as we can. We will try to meet up with Zen and do it together when possible. Again, we live several states away, but we will do it, and it'll be amazing. And, of course, we will have our usual podcast discussing the episodes, and it's just going to be awesome. I can't wait for the autumn. So many good shows coming out.
Also, if you like these videos, please check out my other stuff. I just started a couple new series on video game completion. The first episode, as of this writing, is up on Infamous. Please go check it out. I had a lot of fun making it. And check out the rest of the stuff on my channel. And check out these two guys. They're awesome.
I mean, I don't have much on my channel, but, check me out anyway. Check us out on the Disney Debate. Plug.
The Disney Debate and all our other stuff we do. Anyway, I am Zenith Warrior Princess.
I'm Kat McBerry.
I'm Doug McBerry.
And I am slowly becoming...
a duck.
A duck.
Quack, quack.
Quack.
Quack! Quack.
Welcome back to DuckTales. Have a good one, everybody.
Glom go! Glom go! Glom go! Glom go! 3,000! I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the cosplayer with a limited budget. I am super excited for DuckTales. Go.
DuckTales! I'm not gonna review it. She might.